Hi, my name is Lily Ellis. For our Tech Journey tool, I decided to use Magic Canva AI. It's this really neat AI feature that Canva added where you can type in a search bar and it will auto-generate images to match your text. So the intention behind it for our lesson was that if we were reading a story, I teach third grade at Bacon County Elementary School, so our third grade students would pull out story elements, like, for example, we would do character traits, and we would describe the character, what they looked like, what color hair, what were they wearing, and we would even describe the setting, like where were they at? Was it at a park? What type of day, though? Was it a rainy day at the park, or was it a sunny day at the park? And were they on a slide, or were they just standing on the sidewalk? So we would find all of these story elements that would describe the characters and setting, and then they would highlight them and underline them when we were reading. And then when we got to small groups, because we do small reading groups every day, we would plug this information in, and as they added more and more information, the more and more detailed their picture became. So they were able to see how it became a much more vivid image with the more details they put in. So it was just to teach them how elaboration and adjectives help make stories better. So we started out there doing it in whole group first, and then we broke it down and we went to small groups. And then when they were in small groups, we would work on it some more. And then they would actually get to do it rather than just watching and me modeling. I think it went well for the most part. I think especially for my gifted students, it's a really good idea because they're able to input it themselves and they can see how it'll look if they change the shirt from pink to purple. Like, they know how to change that. But it was a bit harder with my inclusion class. They were less capable of putting it in themselves. So if I was to use it again with them, I would strictly model, but I would have them tell me different ways to change it. Rather than just having it look the one way from the story, I would say, well, how can we change it from a rainy day to a sunny day? Like, what details do we need to change? What adjectives do we need to add or take away? So I think if I was going to use it with them again, I would have a much more structured lesson plan that I was following rather than just feeling it out as we go, because it was the first time I'd ever put it in a lesson, so I was just going as we went. But I think going forward I would use it again, but I would use it differently for different students.